I had always valued humility, keeping my life simple even as my business grew. Over the years, my company had expanded steadily, but I never flaunted my success at home. My wife, Zara, and her entire family held various roles within the company, yet she had no idea I was the owner. I hadn't exactly hidden it, but I also never felt the need to announce it. I wanted her to see me, not my status. Everything seemed fine, until that Friday evening changed everything. I had organized a small company gathering to celebrate a milestone. Nothing extravagant, just drinks, snacks, and some casual games. Zara had promised to attend, and I was looking forward to seeing her interact with both my employees and her family in a professional setting. I arrived early to make sure everything was ready. The hall was modestly decorated with balloons and a few banners marking our achievement. Employees chatted, laughed, and grabbed drinks, enjoying the relaxed atmosphere. I stayed near the entrance, greeting a few guests personally. Then Zara arrived, accompanied by her parents, brothers, and a few cousins. She looked tense, holding a bottle of water. I didn't think much of it. Maybe she was nervous about mingling. But moments later, she walked straight up to me, tilted the bottle, and poured dirty water all over my head. Gasps echoed through the hall. Drinks froze midair. I stood there, soaked and stunned, struggling to process what had just happened. My clothes were ruined, hair dripping, face burning, not from the water, but from sheer disbelief. Zara stepped back, her finger pointed at me, fury in her eyes. "I've had enough of this. You're a liar. You've been hiding everything from me." I blinked, water dripping into my eyes. "Hiding? What exactly?" She gestured wildly at the employees around us, her voice rising. This whole company. All these people, my family working under you while you pretend to be just another employee. I can't believe you've kept this from me." Silence fell. Employees and her family stared, unsure whether to intervene or simply watch. My chest tightened. She genuinely had no idea who I was in relation to the company. She had assumed I was a mid-level manager, or perhaps an investor, but never the owner. I took a deep breath, trying to remain calm. "Zara," I said evenly, "you're right. I didn't announce it. But the reason I never told you is simple. I wanted you to see me for who I am, not my title or money. I never imagined this would make you angry." Her eyes narrowed. "Angry? Do you think I'm just angry? You've been manipulating my family, controlling everything behind the scenes while pretending everything is normal. I trusted you." I shook my head. "I've never controlled anyone. Your family has always had the freedom to make choices. I've simply avoided flaunting what I've built. It doesn't define me or us." Her expression softened briefly, then the anger surged back. "Soft words don't erase the betrayal I feel. Pouring water on you isn't right either, but it's all I could think to do in the moment." I sighed, glancing at her family, who looked equally shocked and embarrassed. "Zara, I understand why you're upset, but we need to take a moment to calm down. I love you, but I can't allow this kind of behavior to dictate our relationship or our work environment." She looked down, the anger slowly shifting into shame. "I didn't mean to humiliate you," she whispered. "I just felt powerless." I nodded. "I get it. But let's be honest and start fresh from here. No more secrets. I don't want anyone, your family, or you hurt or embarrassed again." The employees murmured, awkwardly resuming conversations, exchanging glances. Zara's parents approached quietly, offering apologies and trying to smooth things over. I remained calm, letting the moment pass. That night, we drove home in silence. Zara apologized multiple times, and I forgave her, not because she was right or wrong, but because love sometimes means accepting human mistakes while maintaining firm boundaries. By the time we arrived home, we were exhausted but clearer. She had learned something about me, and I had learned something about her. I realized then that trust is fragile, and transparency is essential. Secrets, even with the best intentions, can explode unexpectedly. From that day forward, there were no hidden truths, no surprises meant to shock or confuse. Slowly, we began to rebuild, one honest conversation at a time.